You know, this place really is such a vibe. It's so cozy in here and so inviting and warm. I'm so happy I got this completed last episode. It is a great place to just sit down and eat. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Minecraft Let's Play series. I'm your host, Dr. Banana, PhD. There you are. I couldn't find the right camera. And I am sitting here enjoying the ambiance of the interior of the restaurant that we built in the last episode. Why don't we have a little look around and enjoy and take in the scenery of this entire place? Boom! There it is. This is what the top floor of the interior of the fancy downtown restaurant looks like. I really wanted a nice, warm, cozy atmosphere in this place with a lot of the red tones of the mangrove wood furniture here to go with the burgundy tones of the ceiling. And if you don't know, that is the bottom texture of this smithing template, or smithing table, excuse me. I just love using this block as a ceiling texture. It is quite unique and quite lovely. Seated here at the grand table, but why don't we take a look at everything else if you didn't see. I'm just in love with these little curtains that I made out of these banners. They turned out quite nicely, and each one of these tables I tried to make it completely unique. Some great views up here. Going downstairs to take in the view just one more time of all of the unique tables strewn all over this place inside of the unique layout of this build. Still no details inside of the kitchen just yet, but that is soon to come. I'm so happy with how this build turned out. It was quite a challenge getting it on the diagonal. Was able to get this build out along with this build last episode. I'm starting to build more with a lot of the stripped wood tones, the lighter wood tones, which is the oak and the birch. I don't have much, if at all, builds out of the stripped birch. I was not able to make it look good in the past, so this is my hand of trying it out in this build, trying to make it look good. And you know what? Let's put this build to use. I'm going to use this apartment building to change into my new clothes. That's right, I got some new clothes. I am so excited to test them out. And in the future, when I build the armor trim store, that will be the future place to go to change. But right now, this will do. So let's go on inside, back up a little bit, close the door, and I realize this doesn't work. So let's pop on inside and change our clothes. I'm so excited. I seem to lost my way. Why is this so hard? Time to go on inside and get changed. I'm so excited to show off my new clothes. All right. Well, I'll see you guys in a second. And here we are. Oh, I'm a man. I'm a man with hair and human skin. It looks like not only did my clothes change, but my species. This is so weird. You know, I'm still keeping on theme with the banana, apparently. We have the yellow, the cream looking, and also the brown. So, yeah, I'm still a banana doctor. Don't worry about that. But now I'm a human banana doctor with man skin. You know, this is probably what I was all along. On the inside, underneath the peel. I was but a man underneath the peel. You know what? Let's embrace this change. I am always a fan of change, and I feel like this is actually quite fitting. Let's continue on with the episode. And you know what? In the spirit of change, since not only my clothes have changed, but my species apparently has changed, I feel like we need a change in cape. Alright, so I'm going to go in here and get changed on my cape. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Ooh, the cherry blossom wings. You know, I really like that. That is really cool. I don't know exactly how much it goes with the outfit, but it is a nice, unique feeling. I have but one more to check out. Let me change one last time and I'll get back to you. Time to check out this one. Let's see what we have. Ooh, the creeper one. Oh, that's neat. It has some texturing around the edges right there to make it a little bit tattered. Oh, that's really neat. It's kind of leaf/bug-like, I feel like. That's really cool. I like this one, but I also like the pink one. I'm not entirely sure. Let me know which one I should do in the comments, please. You know, I'm just going to stick with this one since I don't want to change again. I've been changing all day, and I've went through a lot of changes. And this one will be the last. So why don't we continue on with this episode? Just let me armor up so I don't die instantly. We'll keep the helmet off. That way I can look at you. So, what do we have in store for today? Well, I want to get another build underway, and it's going to be on this side like I referenced to last episode. Right next to these guys in the boats. Might have to move them. They're going to be a nuisance if I don't. They'll be shooting me over and over. But I want it to be right here. This is going to be the future spot for the cafe. The cafe and the apartments. And as you can tell, this is a part of that slight curve here, so this is going to be a slight diagonal build. I always try to challenge myself with these builds, and I'm slowly getting better at it. Case in point, the one behind me, and of course, those two behind me there. Every single diagonal build presents its own challenge, and this one is no exception. The new dog types are out, and they are biome dependent, so I hope to encounter them on my travels to get some resources for this build. But right now, we are going to test out the new paintings that just been added to 1.21. So I'm quite excited to see what they have in store. And I just love additional painting variations. It's about time that they've done it, and I'm so glad that they got the original artist for the original paintings to add some more and keep in line and theme. And what better way to show off these paintings than to put it as decoration inside of this newly constructed interior for the restaurant. Let's just move these candles really quick. Oopsies, and some collateral damage. Let's light these candles for some light. Perfect. And now let's try to see what we get. Ah, the classic one. I might need to add some scaffolding blocks. Or framing blocks, that way we get the one that we need. Alright, let's see now. Ooh, that, this one is one of my favorites. I really enjoy that one. Ooh, that's another one of my favorites. Maybe I don't need this block. Ooh, there we go. Brand new painting. Ooh, I really like that one. Is this the kind of vibe that I want for this section? Maybe. It gives a really dark and moody atmosphere. It's a little too gloom. Little too gloom. Let's try it again. We'll circle back. Oh, there we go. Pack PNG. That one's fun. Ooh, I really like that. That one is a lot of fun. We'll circle back as well. You know what? I like the pig one. I feel like it works very well for this little area. Yeah, that one's good. We'll stick with that cute piggy. Already, this little section looks so much better because it has some art. Should I move it up one block? Because it's touching this little baseboard. But then, again, if I do, it'll be touching the ceiling. No, I feel like that separation one block, top and bottom, should be enough. Let's have one on this side now. Ooh, there's one of the new ones. Ooh, I really like that. This isn't really the vibe that I want for this corner, but this is a very nice painting, and I really enjoy that one. Ooh, that is also a very nice painting. Okay, this one feels right. This one feels nice. Alright, this one is very nice. However, it touches that wall, and it's so much open space over here. I don't think this is the way to go. Let's go with this one. Oops. Let's try to find it again. That's also a really good one. There we go. I like it. We'll roll with it. Well, bam. Fun. Too dark. Classic. I like it. We'll go with that. Alright, I feel like that's fitting. That looks nice. And that one's also nice. It's a little bit lighter. I like that it's lighter inside of the darker corner. That looks very nice. Monochrome. Ooh, perfect. That one looks good. One more right here for good measure. Yeah, I like that one. Now this area looks blank, but I plan on putting something here, maybe like a little desk, help desk, not a help desk, the desk / platform that you go to wait to be seated. The hostess desk. Is that what it's called? Server desk? Usher desk. You know what I'm talking about. It's gonna go right here. So once we have that there, then I will have a better idea of what I want to go on that wall. But everything here is looking very good so far. I'm very happy with it. Okay, I am mid-gathering some materials to do the interior kitchen right there, and there is a lightning storm happening right above me. Something that is very interesting, though. It spawned a skeletal horse, and this is a trap, and I'm excited to activate the trap. First, I need to look up if skeletal horses burn in the sunlight, but I don't think they do, but I really don't want to take that chance. Okay, just looked it up, and they do not burn in the sunlight. That is a good thing. I'm going to keep this thunderstorm happening while I am going to trigger that trap. That way, there's more opportunity. Oh, wow. It is really happening. That way, there's more opportunity to spawn these guys. So, I'm going to approach. My goodness. Watch this happen. There we go! Okay. Alright. Let's kill them up top. Nope. There you go. They're all killing each other. There we go! I have all of the horses! Yes! Oh, I love this trap. I love this game mechanic. That is quite awesome. Alright, I can just ride them instantly. I just need to put on a saddle. I don't have any saddles with me, but I don't think these guys despawn. I really don't think so. Also, they regenerate health. These are my first skeletal horses on this server, and I'm so happy that I got them. You know what? Let me get some leads and tie them to a post. Let's get you. Come with me, please. Let's get you. You. And you. You will all be tied to this post. Perfect! Oh man, these guys do despawn after a little bit. I hope they don't despawn. I don't have any name tags, and I don't have any saddles over here. Ooh, actually, I do have saddles. I think I do. Do these guys have saddles? They do! Alright, there's 3 of you. Gimme. Gimme. And gimme. Perfect. I've guaranteed 3 will not despawn. Perfect. Alright, so I'd put a saddle on that guy. Put a saddle on that guy. Alright, so hopefully that prevents that one from despawning. I need to go get another saddle. I have one! I have one in this chest! Yay! Alright, they're all safe. Perfect. Okay, now with that, you may notice I have a bunch of stuff in my inventory. I am currently gathering a ton of resources to finally furnish the inside of the kitchen of the restaurant. So I just need a few more items and then I can get that underway. You know what? It is actually a good idea to have a little fly around to see if another trap has spawned. I'm gonna hope, but I don't know if there's like a cooldown. We're gonna find out. Okay, no, that's just a regular horse. I got excited for a second. There is one! Here we go! Oh no! I hit the horse! No! I killed it! Oh no! That was a mistake. Oh well. At least I have 3 here now. Okay. Okay, perfect. I did it! Alright, let me go get those saddles. Well, not saddles leads, but you know what I'm talking about. You, and you. Come on, let's go. I'm gonna have an army by the time this is done. You, thank you. Nope, oops. You, and who's left? You're left. And you. Perfect! I have an entire army! What are you doing there? Oh! You were a pig struck by lightning! That's incredible! I do not have another portal out here at all, so I was so confused as to how did you get here. But this is what happens when a pig gets struck by lightning. That's incredible. Okay, now we finally have all of the materials that we need to complete the interior of this kitchen. Why don't we get started? Okay, first off, we are going to place the counters and also the grills. Not grills, what are they? Stoves? There we go. Stoves and ovens. That's what we'll call them. Boom, boom, boom. There's that there. Go over here, that there. Perfect. Make some fume hoods. There we are. On to this one. Perfect. All right, let's fix this wall. This is a better shape for what we need. Perfect. Boom. Little drain detail. All right, bam, bam. We got some storage. Let's make some shelves. Boom. Bam, bam, bam. Either this is a cooler or a trash can, but gets a metal top. Making the serving shelf. Perfect. And of course we need a door to the outside to get all of the fresh ingredients, or the deliveries for the fresh ingredients. Bam and wha-bam. And of course, if we ever develop anything back here, we will have a completed outside facade so that it's not just the internal blocks showing in the back here. Close that up for now. Okay, let's rip out this ceiling and replace it with one a little bit more fitting. Okay, let's see if I have enough here. I do, and done. Break my little scaffolding building platform so I can reach the ceiling, collect what I got, and there we go. Okay, I like it. I think it looks really, really good, and it doesn't blend in super well with the other spruce textures. Good amount of separation. It goes with the same kind of monotone look that we're going for. I like it. I'm just going to do a final few more details and finishing touches, and I will show you what that looks like when I'm all done. Okay, there's another one right there. This is crazy. This is an entirely different night, just a few minutes later after the last clip. Entirely different thunderstorm. It's been thundering a lot lately. Oh, there it is again. I guess it's that time of season. Man, I'm just racking up a ton of these guys all within this same time frame. Why don't we get it started again? Okay, I got my helmet on this time. Let me approach, and then boom! Oh, that guy's wearing gold. Alright, don't shoot the horse, don't shoot the horse. Don't shoot the horse. Don't shoot the horse. Here, look at me. There we go, and don't shoot the horse. Don't shoot the horse. There we go. Perfect. All of the horses are intact again. Man, I am running out of saddles. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. There's you. And you. And you. And you. Perfect. Okay, while I am running out of leads, and I am quickly running out of saddles, I am just going to build a small little platform to keep these guys penned in. That way, here, just please move, scoot, thank you. That way I don't need to have a bunch of leads, because I'm running out. Alright, excuse me, thank you. This should do it. Wha-bam. Let's chop some of this. Put some fences. Put some fences over here. Cool. Let's go get the others. Alright, they can all fit in here, right? Without the others trying to escape. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Cram it. Cram it. Let's go. Perfect. Let's close this up. You, and you. Awesome. Oh my goodness. I have a corral, a pen, a group, a flock, whatever you want to call it, of skeletal horses. Who knows, I might get more in just a few minutes. The interior details of the kitchen are all complete, and I'm so excited to show you. Stepping on in, we are greeted with this full light of the top ceiling lights here. I just love the frog-like texture. It actually is just a pure white, which I think is quite interesting. You can't even tell there is a border because we have the trapdoor covering it, and it really lights up this room and gives it a nice, full, bright feeling. Over here we have the sink, with the faucet pouring into the sink and the different levels of water with the tiny little drain detail. I just love putting tiny little details around the bottom for you to discover and for it to kind of tell a story. I just love these little bottom lighting portion elements underneath this shelf. I love any excuse to hide lighting and just really give it much more feel and bright look without it being too obvious. And you probably noticed it by now, but one of my most favorite decor elements are these armor stand magic here. We have them on full display right here on this serving shelf, a full plate of a full chicken dinner, and I just love how it turned out and how it looks. Going around on the inside, you can tell that there are more. This is a little cutting board of the different vegetables getting prepared to be cooked on the stove or inside of the oven. And we also have them present on this little knife board here. I just love how that looks and how that turned out. And then one cleaver hanging on the hook right here. Oops, I just broke that. Oh no. Let me try to put that there again. Can I do that? Nope. Well, we can see a good example of the mod that I have installed that affects the item frames. Not item frames, what are they? That affects the armor stand. So if we toggle one of this, you can see that's an armor stand with its position right over there holding the item. And I just need to figure out how to put this block back. There we go, perfect. It's like nothing ever happened. So each one of these little items that you see is an entire armor stand holding it out and displaying it while it's invisible and has no gravity. And I just love the little details that it is able to bring inside of this Minecraft world. The mod that I have allows me to affect the armor stands here. However, this is relatively a vanilla function because I would be able to do this with just a data pack. There are commands that you're able to apply towards the armor stands to affect their position, size, scale, rotation, all of that. The reason why I have a mod here is because it just allows better ease of access and better use to be able to get a lot of the tiny configurations for this. Just makes it so much simpler, so much easier, and that's why I use this mod. And I'm really, really happy with it. I'm really happy that I'm able to create a lot of these tiny little details that you wouldn't normally be able to create without mods or data packs. I just love it. And I'm going to show you this mod working in action. Let me take some beef out here and maybe a slice of mutton. And I'm going to create another little chopping board right here. We are going to make this the raw meat chopping board. Gonna place this armor stand down right there. The reason why I flipped back around is that I don't have to completely rotate this thing 180 degrees once I give it an item. It'll be in the proper position and rotation. So, let's see here. Let me cancel. I'm gonna give it a bit of meat right there. And how we affect this is that we shift click this thing, and now we're going to press this button here, which aligns it flat to the surface. As you can see it right down there. Perfect. I'm just going to toggle this back on so that we can see it, and then adjust it like this. I can click on this field and just rotate it up with the scroll wheel, and that should be at the level that we need. Adjust the position here like this. Perfect. And we are going to create a few of these raw meat slices on this cutting board to show that it is getting prepared and is getting ready to be cooked up onto the stove. Alright, there we go. That is looking good. I think I will have just one more slice of meat over off to the side. And now just nudging the final one into position here to complete it. Let's give it additional rotation so that it fits a little better. There we go. That's starting to look really good. Let's take a little look at that. Ooh, that looks perfect. Oh, and apparently a little quirk here. These are entities that hold down the pressure plate, and I accidentally touched it, and so now it's lower. I gotta adjust both of these to lay flat again. Perfect. There we go. That looks really good. Awesome. That looks great. Now this actually looks like a functioning kitchen, and this tells a story that people are in here prepping the ingredients, and it just really adds to the decor and the life of this area. I love it. And in time, I will fill this whole restaurant with a ton of these tiny little armor stand details to really give it life and personality and show that this is in use and things are happening and people are eating here and there. I won't fill every single table and chair little section, but I will incorporate tiny little details using this on most of them and also use it for decoration here and there. All of those tiny, exciting little details are soon to come. But now, it's time for the next project. The bakery cafe is going to go right over here, as you know, and I have finally finished a design that I'm happy with, and it took quite a long time. I finally got the shape all worked out. This was a quite difficult shape to work with the particular style that I want to go for, and also the block palette and aesthetic. So I know what I need, and what I need is a lot of wood. Dark oak wood, and also mangrove wood. I always need wood for these projects. I do not have a tree farm. I should do that in the future, but not right now. So let me check my stores of mangrove wood and also the dark oak. I think that's all I have. I'm gonna need much more mangrove wood. I'm missing a shulker box full of a ton of wood. Alright, here it is. I think this will be enough for about half of the building, but not nearly enough. So, time to go chippy choppin'. Here at the copper base, we have a section of tree farms over yonder way. We have the mangrove, trees, and the dark oak. And I did not bring any saplings, so I hope I get some along the way. Man, these things can get tall. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize how tall these things can get. But we have a ton, as you can see. We have the cherry stuff. I think that is just regular natural generation. Never mind that. We have the mangrove and also the dark oak over there. So, I'm going to get to chippy chopping, and I will show you the spoils when we're all done. Okay, just finished up the resource gathering, and why don't we take a look at the spoils. This is our box of, ooh, I filled it up almost entirely, of the dark oak, and then also the box of the mangrove. I don't need as much mangrove as I need dark oak. Actually, I might need more. I'll probably go back just to be safe, because I hate running out of resources midway through. But this is what we have for our spoils. And what you probably noticed while we're out here is the different textures of grass. Look at that. I happened to stumble across this little mini texture pack and applied it because I liked the way the previews looked. And I just love it. I love how it adds this like slight color variation within all of this little grasses, and it just makes it look so much better in my opinion. It looks more natural, and it just breaks up a lot of the monotony of the same textures. See, this tall grass I'm still kind of getting used to. It is quite different. Adds some of the kind of like wheat-ish type edges, the flowering edges of the tall grass, and it kind of throws me off initially when I'm looking at stuff in the distance because I am not used to seeing it, but I feel like it works and I'm slowly getting more used to it. But with all of our spoils, why don't we go back to the tower? I'm going to empty out some of the foliage that I collected, maybe gather some bone meal, and then be on the way back to the mega base. What? There's an alley out here! This must have been one of the lost allays when I transported them from the Woodland Mansion. Hello there. Hello. Come take this rocket. Come down here, please. Yay. Is that a bee? That's a bee. Hi, LA. I found you. Thank you so much. There you are. You're doing it! Look at you go! Follow me! And I'm just gonna lead you for this part. Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Get in here. Thank you. Alright, now you're here with everyone else. Glad I saved you. Goodbye. Alright, we have all of our resources that we need to complete this build in the shulker box collection underneath our feet. That's going to be in front of our working station. We have the sawgo's burr right here on top of the crafting table, and I'll probably put a chest, ender chest around here somewhere. But why don't we stop dilly-dallying and get right into a building time-lapse. Let's go! The build is now complete. The shell, the facade, the building, and the outside are done. Let's take a little look behind us and showcase this build. I just love how this build turned out. I had such a fun time drafting up the style of this build, and also such a challenging time trying to make it translate to this slight offset. I have a lot of those challenges ahead with me as I build this next building next to it here, and a lot of the different builds going off in the other directions. I wanted to challenge myself with that diagonal building style, and I'm just loving the challenge, and I love what I was able to do with this build itself. I wanted something a little darker, so I wanted to incorporate the tuff down here at the bottom, and then also it's slightly getting lighter towards the top with the andesite and the regular stone itself. Looking out here, we can see the outdoor patio area that I am so happy with. I wanted to lend itself to little wicker chairs that are outside all the time for the elements, and then this fun little slate pattern texture here for the tables. I wanted a fun white and bluish look to complement this building here, and so that's why I went with the cyan and white wool here, and I feel like it works so well. I debated going with the warped wood or the copper door, and I feel like the warped wood goes better with the cyan rather than this tone of the copper door, and I think it looks so good. Currently there's nothing inside of the building, just it's open to the sky, no ceiling just yet, no interior details aside from this floor, which I really enjoy. I'm a big fan of this floor. I like fun and interesting floors, but nothing that feels too complicated, and I feel like this really captures it. I wanted a slight checkerboard pattern while also having some other patterns here. What we have here are the chiseled bookshelves, which are these. I just love that fun little tile texture up top, while it's still keeping it wooden. And also the beehives that you know that we love using here as floor details. It just gives a nice smooth kind of plank texture, and it angles it going forward here. So a slight pattern variation here, just to give it some visual interest. You may notice that there are some different blocks up there. That is mangrove log. If we take a look on the outside here, I use the mangrove log to show it getting slightly lighter towards the top. And I feel like it works. Let me just step out of the little gated area, take a step back, and you can see a slight gradient. And I wanted a bit of it to catch the light, or make it feel like it's catching the light and be a little bit brighter. So, right here, in this little L shape, I added some regular oak log, just to act as a little highlight, and this right here kind of forms a shadow. I feel like it works quite well, and I'm very happy with it. I was trying to go for a nice, kind of semi-ornate top pattern here, and I wanted to keep it relatively flat, and I was struggling hard to make it look not super chunky, and I finally landed on one that works very well. Keeping it relatively simple with the awnings here over the windows, and the little awning over the door with this nice tough texture that I am very much a fan of. Now, there are small little details that you have probably noticed and are probably questioning how I made it work. If we take a look, you can see them in here. The awning, I tried to have a diagonal pattern, but also with the wool, there's not many different types of blocks that I can change the elevation of without it being so jumpy or so blocky. So I did some magic here with a little half step, little half block of that block getting down 1/2 step. It's very subtle, but I feel like it adds so much. Earlier in the video, I had mentioned that I just started messing around with this fun armor stand mod on this server that allows me to easily maneuver all the different types of armor stand positions to add some additional details. Well, during the design process of this building, I stumbled across this very cool data pack that allows us to work with display entities. If you don't know what display entities are, they are a special kind of entity which allows you to manipulate and maneuver any kind of block. This block is an entity, so it doesn't count really towards lag. It's only meant to be for display purposes. And you can adjust the height, the position, the lighting, all that kind of fun stuff. So this data pack has it built into this fun little book, which allows you to create a special block entity using any block that you have. And that block then becomes that special block entity, which these things are. So I have it here as a little stick pole here for this umbrella, and you can probably tell that this fence is occupying all 4 corners of this little block face. So that is a block entity, as you can tell. I'm just walking through it. It doesn't have a hitbox, it's just an entity. It's the same thing with this. I'm able to pass right through it if I can find my scaffolding, because it is just an entity for display. Now, it may feel a little cheaty. However, I feel like this data pack does a great balance of all those things. You must have the block in question, which it consumes to put as an entity, and it allows you to slightly tweak it. Now, you can get pretty crazy detailed with this thing. However, I want to keep that vanilla feel and make it very survival friendly. So I'm doing very, very small tweaks here and there. You guys are always in my stuff. Let me give you a quick example of this. I have this fence in my inventory. I'm going to switch it over to my offhand. I'm going to take out the sculptures book. I'm going to right click and go to utilities, and I can add it as a display. So I added it, it's gone from my inventory, and there it is. So now I am going to transform this. If I open up F3, this red line is the positive X direction. So I'm going to move it over there in the positive X direction. So transform, and I'm going to move it by the amount of pixels, 16, which is a full block. Transform, and we're going forward in the X. Now I need to move it just half a block. So going to open that up, transform, and now I'm going to change my position increase to half a block, which is 8 pixels. It counts the pixels on each block, and 8 is half. Transform, and now we're moving that half a block, boom, in between both of them. Now we need to move it over the negative Z direction off of that blue line. So it's already half block that we need to move. It's already on that selection. Z, negative Z, boom, now it's in line. And I just love these little tweaks that allows us to do stuff like this and just make it feel like better and more cohesive, and gives us a lot more tools at our disposal to make fun stuff like this. You'll be able to get very close to stuff like this in vanilla Minecraft, in standard vanilla Minecraft. But now with this, which is a data pack which allows us to utilize in-game functions, we can do stuff like this. It's very similar to the armor stand thing that I was doing over there, but one of the tweaks is that it allows us a couple different block variations rather than just an item that you can give to the hand of an armor stand, and it allows us a little bit more tweaks and customization with lighting and size, while also not impacting performance, because armor stands themselves are entities, much like these guys, and the more you fill it up in the world, the more it counts towards the lag of the world, where these don't. And so that's why I'm so incredibly excited that I stumbled across this data pack and that I am so excited to use it here in this build in such fun and smart ways, and hopefully not destroy everything in my path with my excitement. Boop! There we go! I'm so excited to utilize these tools to add a ton of detail inside of the city center, and I'm so excited to continue to add a ton of these fun diagonal buildings into this area and to add its own fun personal touches and detail. And that is all the time that I have here for this video. I want to thank all of you here for joining me on this process. This was a ton of fun, and I'm so excited to see you in the next episode. Oh, sorry. Thank you all here for joining me, and I will see you next time. And I will not see you guys next time. You guys are going away very soon. Goodbye. Oh, wow, I've been recording this whole time. Goodness gracious. Okay. Thanks for ruining my shot, dog. I always that we need to coup. We recorded, right? I'm down here. There we go. We recorded, right? We got it? Good. I don't want to do that again. Oh no, I'm lost.